Hey, what's up everybody? How's it going? Framed here, and I am back with a second video. I don't know if I've done a second video in a long time. I think I've started a few projects and not made it to the second video, but here we are today. I turned on the recording software. Good for me. And I did a few things in between the last video and this one, just getting a bit more gear. Did a few Countess runs just to get a few more runes. And gonna look at things here. So I do got a two-socketed sword and a three-socketed scythe. This will go on my Merc. This will go on me. Gonna build a strength and a malice, I think it's called, for my Merc. But before we do that, let's run over here and actually get our Merc. We're gonna be replacing our Act 1 Merc with an Act 2 Merc.
Yes.
And let's hire one. And which one has the best name? So I usually like to go with the Prayer Aura. The Defiance Aura is actually, it is pretty good because, you know, more defense, less damage. But the life regen is actually kind of nice as well. So just kind of go with whichever one I want. Yeah, this one's fine. All right, so we got that. And let's go ahead and put on some items here. Alright, so we did find this in last video, which is actually pretty good on the Merc, and I'm not sure... Oh, whoops, I need to put these in the cube really quick, because I forgot. Professional, I promise. Alright, so I got a couple of those. So that's the Stackit, you saw it kind of duplicated there. Stackit will allow me to, you know, stack runes. So Eth, Malice. So, I mean, the top end damage is way better on this, but you know, attack speed is pretty good. I think this is just better, strictly better, even though it has less top end damage. And let's transmute these runes here really quick as well. We have these. All right. So tier L, make ourselves a steel. So this is going to be quite the improvement for us. So I'll go ahead and put that on. Switch back over here. Oops. Switch back. Get out of here. Switch back over to my Merc. And let's put on the rest of the gear here. I just took this off of my previous Merc before I started the video. So we'll just put some of this stuff back on. It's not, you know, not the best gear, but it'll do. It'll do. All right. And I think, because I don't have another ring, I think we're good to go. I also found this Crescent Moon, just a unique, nowhere near as good as what we're currently using, but I figured I'd show that I did find it here. It was in between videos when I was doing some Countess runs. But I think we're good to go. We're just gonna keep that. I don't think we're actually gonna do anything with it. And I think let's just put all this stuff in here now. I will sort things in between videos, I promise, even though I said I was going to do that in the last video, and I ended up not doing that. Anyways, let's just throw this stuff in there and call that good, and let's just let's get into things. So first quest, we don't have our first quest. We have to talk to Atma.
I don't
Get our first quest, go down into the sewers and kill Rodament. So let's head that way. And we do head over this direction first. So there's two ways down into the sewers. There's the one that's up over by the guy that gives you the mercenary, or you can go down this way, which actually will get you there, or get you to the way down to the second level faster. It's either going to be to the right or the left. You never really know which way it's going to go. So you just kind of have to choose. I think I chose poorly, so I'm going to run back up this way and see if I can find it up here. So there, like every now and again, you can get a map where this little quote-unquote trick doesn't actually work. And it does, the way down to the second level does show up somewhere in the middle. And I think, oh man, oh no, okay. I was starting to think that maybe, just maybe, I was wrong and I needed to go back the other way. But we should be good here. Go back or down to the second level, and there's no trick to this area as to you know, which direction is the stairs down to the next level, like there was in some of the other areas in Act 1. You just kind of have to pick a direction and kind of go with it. We did get the waypoint here, though that's a fairly useless waypoint because we're probably never going to come back down here. But that's alright. Let's head this way and see what we can find over here. Some gloves on the ground. Let's go ahead and pick those up. Could be a freeze. And doesn't look like there's anything over here. There we go. And I'm actually gonna pop right on over here. And nothing over here. Got a dead end. Let's pop over here. Here we go. Alright, pick up the shrine. See who's up this way. And it doesn't look like the exit's up this way. Looks like it might be kind of over here, maybe? Yep, there we go. Alright, down to this third level. Alright, so on the third level, this is where Radament is. So we just need to keep an eye out for him. Again, just kind of have to pick your way around and hope that you find him. And one good way to like kind of see where he's at before you actually get to him is the little quest thing will pop up when you get near him. So even if you don't see him, that quest thing should pop up when you get close. So we'll keep an eye on that. This might be a dead end, unfortunately. See if it's down this way, I think. Over here. And nothing over here. Maybe I just need to go down further down that way. Amulet. Heck yeah. Alright. And yep, see the little quest thing popped up. We got a Radament right over here. Lots of poison damage. I'm gonna go ahead and use a potion on myself just in case. A circlet? Well, that's something. Alright, so we got a chest over here too. Pick up the monies. I am very poisonous. Wow, look at that. If someone sneezed on me, I'll probably die. Alright, so head back to town here. Talk to Atma. Turn in our quest. Get healed up. ID our items. Let's see what we got. So this thing is pretty trash. Yep, pretty trash. I mean, the passive skills for Amazon is something, but I'm not an Amazon, and it doesn't have like resist or anything on it. I don't know, kind of garbage to me. This is inferior to what I'm currently using on my mercenary. We're just gonna get rid of it. Boots plus 10. I think, yeah, what I got's currently better. Poison damage. Nowhere near as good as what I got. And those have no resistances on them. That's trash, trash. You are not trash. Definitely not trash. So I lose the magic find. but I gain resistances in life. Yeah, we're just gonna go with it. I'll still keep it. Maybe I'll put that on my... Well, it's not gonna do much on my Merc, is it? These are good gloves. Those were some good gloves. Yes, they are. Just keep that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Alright, so got a few things here. We got a book of skill. Go ahead and do that. Throw this in here, throw that in there, throw that in there. All that good. See what kind of levels we got here. We got one level. And we're going to put those points into vitality. And we got a couple points here that we can throw into fanaticism. All that good. Alright, so back quest down. So now we got the essentially the like bigger quest or longer quest throughout this act. Gonna make our way to the Far Oasis, go down into the maggot layer, and see what we can find down there. So head out into the desert here, and for the most part, these desert areas are essentially like big squares or rectangles. There's a little bit of variance with that, but essentially you just gotta pick whichever direction you want to go, and the way to the next area will be somewhere along the outer wall. So very kind of similar to the way Act 1 was laid out, but not too easy or not too difficult for us to navigate here. Got a way down to one of the optional areas down there. Gonna ignore that though. And we'll see if we chose wisely. It can be in either direction, as far as I'm aware. So we'll see what we can find over this way. Champion tag. What level are we? 20? So we can't put on an Ancient's Pledge yet. Ancient's Pledge is level 21. Unique amulet. Very nice. And looks like we chose wisely. Look at that. Alright, so make our way into the Dry Hills. So normally in normal Act 1 in the Dry Hills here, you would have to go down into I forget what the place is called. It's one of those kind of optional dungeon areas that you would get the cube normally, but since I have the mod active where I have the cube from the beginning, I don't have to deal with that quest. I can completely skip it. So again, just gonna make our way around the outer wall and see if we can find our way to the next area. Next area, of course, is the Far Oasis, where we need to go down into the mega layer. Yeah, okay, so this is kind of what these kind of way these areas are laid out in Act 2. Got these little stairs shown on the minimap that you go up to the next level. So here's it, the Halls of the Dead. That's what it's called. That's where you would go and get the Rocket Cube. So we've already done that, or we've already got it at the very least. But again, the way these areas are kind of laid out, the way to the next area could be on either level, as far as I'm aware. But we got lucky here and we did find it pretty quick. Alright, so here we are in the Far Oasis, and we're looking for two things here in this area. One, we do want to find the waypoint, so that when we are done with the mega layer, we can just port back here and not have to run all the way back, basically. So we want to find that, and we also want to find the way, or find the mega layer so that we can actually complete that quest. But we'll see what we find first here. Alright, so we did find the mega layer here first. So since we don't have the waypoint yet, what we're going to do is we're going to put a portal down right here, and we're just going to move on our way. Once we find the waypoint, we'll go through the waypoint, back to town and then take our portal back to this area. And we can see on the mini-map there is this second level here. So the waypoint could be either on that level or on the level we're on right now. I'm not really going to know until we find it, but let's just go ahead and continue mapping out this area, see what we can find. Looks like we found Beetle Burst. Excuse me. That is the champion monster, or elite monster, whatever. I think it's elite of this area. Good, actually pretty good. If you're needing some levels, it's a pretty good place to try and get some levels. If your waypoint's in a good spot where you can farm them very quickly, gives quite a bit of XP. And it doesn't look like we found a waypoint here on this first level. We might have to go up the other way here to see what we can find up there. And just checking all the corners. But yeah, looks like the waypoint is going to be on the next level here. So we're just going to make our way over here. And we're going to use our teleport to move up like that. And just make things easy on ourselves. And with any luck, we'll find a waypoint here fairly quickly. And there it is. Alright, so let's get that, head back to town. And we'll stop at the shop here really quick just to drop some things off. Actually, we need to ID everything first. Alright, what do we got? So this is not as good. Definitely not as good. Poison res, that's something. And that is trash. Trash, defense, life. Like me some life. So this thing is not great. Not great. Dexterity, don't care about dex. Whoa, I didn't even look at this. What the heck? You can find these in normal difficulty? Oh wait, oh, I thought that was a charm. It's a jewel, shucks. It's still pretty good though. Still pretty good. We're definitely gonna keep that. I thought that was a charm. Oh my goodness, that would have been epic. Alright, we're just gonna put this in here for right now. We don't wanna lose that, that's for sure. And let's see here. Do I have any of these? There it is. Do I have any of these? Match the shapes. Good job. Alright, so we're gonna keep that fire res, I think. Yep. Yep. All that good. Gonna get rid of that. Skull. Got a chip thing. A diamond. All that up there. Alright, so let's get rid of that. All that good. Alright, so we did get a level up as well. So let's do something about that. Throw a few more points into Vitality. Get another point into Fanaticism. And we are level 21, but I don't have a Ort rune. I don't have an Ort rune. So I need an Ort rune in order to make Ancient's Pledge. While I'm here, let's just see if there's a shield available. So I need a 3-socketed shield. The 3-socketed kite shield is something that you can purchase from the vendor here, though it doesn't look like she's got one. I do have one in my stash, but it's the large shield and not the kite shield. So the large shield is going to have a bit more block chance on it, which could be better. Whereas the kite shield is going to have a bit more defense. Alternatively, if we get really lucky, and we find a Paladin shield, those are of course going to be significantly better. But chances of getting a 3-socket Paladin shield with resistances on it, a little unlikely, but you never know. Maybe we'll get lucky. All right, so
not in town.
Let's run back over here to our portal go back to the Flower Oasis and go down into the Maggot Lair. Alright, so the Maggot Lair is an area that does have a bit of a trick to it on how you can navigate it. So in the first 2 levels you go right, and on the 3rd level you go straight. So I know we kind of talked about it in the first video, but the direction you're going is the direction, or the direction you want to head in is reflective of what direction the starting area is. So the starting area is going this way, so right of this way would be up that way. So we want to kind of make our way over this direction. Again, like what happened in the last video, it could be that this kind of snakes off this way, then cuts back, and is still technically going right. But those are far and few between usually. Hopefully, maybe I'll be proven wrong here. But we do, just as a normal rule, kind of head in that direction and see what we find. Let's get going. That is a Paladin shield. I just want to see what this is really quick. Is it an upgrade? It is not. It does not have the resistances on it. Sadly, very sad. Alright. Let's keep going. And we do got another level up. Very nice. And Maggot Lair is very tight confined space. Difficult for both you and your Merc to navigate around. Not fun. That's alright. And it looks like we have to cut back down this way. Maybe it's off of that way? Chances are I'm being proven wrong and it's actually over here somewhere. But I guess we'll find out here. Take this direction. See what we can find. And looks like we may have found a dead end. We did indeed. Oh. Open up the chest here. See if we can get some nice items here. Doesn't look like we found much of anything, unfortunately. And what we're gonna do... Pop. There we go. And actually it looks like it might be right over here. Yep, there it is. So this is to the right of our starting area. Again, we kind of head down this way, head right. And the second level is just the same as the top level. We're going to go right again. So the starting area is going this way. So to the right would be that way. So we're going to kind of head in this direction and see what we can find. We're just going to keep going this way. There's a couple directions here that we can head up, but we aren't going to pay attention to those. And it doesn't look like we found it on our first try here. That's alright. Take these guys out. Alright, so gonna head back this way, backtrack just a little bit, head up here, and see what we can find over this way. And again, dead end. Did find a rune though. It's not bad. And looks like we gotta backtrack yet again. Very sad. That's alright. Ooh, boots. Are these anything? I can't remember what these are. Let's find out. Ooh, that's a lot of run speed. That is a lot of running speed. Those better? What do my oh, I got max res, so it doesn't really matter on that. It does give me a lot faster movement speed. I think I'm going to keep these on. Alright, so again, heading up and to the right, that's where we found way down to level 3. Alright, so here on the 3rd level, this is a straight shot. So we're going from the main entrance, or from the beginning here. It's going this way, so we are going to find the boss monster of this area in this direction somewhere. Gonna head up this way, I think. So we kind of saw it cuts over to the left of there. We are going to ignore that. We're just gonna head this way. This is going up, so we're gonna choose this direction. See what we can find, and I found it yet. And here we go. And found it here. Again, just going straight of the entrance. All right, keep these guys out. Open up the chest, get the Staff of Kings. Gonna throw that in our cube for right now. Use a portal, head back to town. Run over here, get our items ID'd, and sell whatever we found. Alright, so this guy... What does my Merc even have? Is this better? So 10-10, 10-10, but significantly more defense.
I'll put that to good use.
Sure. Why not? Ooh, Thorns and Might. But this is still just way better because it has the open wounds and a lot of attack speed. Yeah, still way better. And that's trash. Ooh, knockback. Gross. All right, let's get rid of this stuff. Some of this stuff away. Gonna just throw it in here for right now. There we go. Alright, so let's go over here. Actually, before I go, I do want to check her. See if she has. Nice. So, 3-socketed shield. Gonna throw that in our stash for right now. So we do have this shield. Wow, the defense is actually not that much better. It's only 1 point better, but it has a lot more block chance. So I may end up just going with this guy, unless I find a Paladin shield. But I don't even have an Ort rune yet, so it doesn't even matter. Throw points into that and that, all that good. And let's head back out to the far oasis. And we do need to find our way to the next area. And once we find the next area, that'll take us to the Claw Viper Temple, so that we can get the next piece of quest items, basically. Click on the things. All right. Click accuracy is at a all-time low, I guess. All right. So it looks like we found the way to the next area. This is going to be the Lost City, and the lights are about to go out. Any moment. Any moment. There it is. Right on time. Right on cue. Anyways, let's take out these guys, and oh, looks like my weapon is about to die. Should have repaired that while I was in town. Oh well. Alright. So, in this area, we essentially just want to find our way to the kind of exit of this area, which will take us to the, what's that? To where the dungeon is, where we'll get the amulet, whatever it is, I forget what it's called. It looks like we do have a way down here, and I don't have any way of knowing the way to the next area is going to be somewhere in here, or on this level, I mean, or on the next. I'm contemplating jumping down here, but I do just want to check this out. Maybe, just maybe, we'll get lucky and it'll be right in here. Doesn't look like it. I'm just gonna pop over this way. I don't think it's gonna be over that way. No real way of knowing, it's just more of a gut feeling. We'll see if my gut feeling pays off here. Gonna head over this way and see what we find. Maybe my gut feeling is wrong. Maybe I should stop listening to my gut. Maybe. Right over here, possibly? I don't think so. I think I chose poorly. Yeah, I think I chose poorly. Did find the waypoint though. That's something. But yeah, it does look like the way to the next area is over this way somewhere. So we're just gonna pop back over here and kind of head this way and see what's on this far wall. Pick up that shrine. It looks like that's a dead end there, so it must be kind of over that way somewhere. And we may have to pop back to town really quick just to prepare our items. It is literally in the last place I looked. Funny how that works sometimes. Alright, enough of that. And let's just head over this way. And Valley of Snakes, that's what it's called. And down into the Claw Viper Temple. Alright. Before we do anything, I'm going to head back to town. The last thing we want is to start fighting some difficult monsters and have our weapon break.
Good to see you.
How may I help you?
Alright, so, sell that. That's not terrible, but it's ethereal. And this is, again, not terrible, but we use a shield, so we're going to get rid of it. Alright, call that good for right now. Let's head back out that way. And in the Claw Viper Temple, again, this area does have a bit of a trick to it, and essentially you just want to go left. It's easy. So we're gonna go out here into the main area and see what the starting area actually looks like, so we can get a gauge on what direction is left. So the main area kind of, I think it goes this way. These are a little bit more confusing. But if we want to go left, we want to go this way. So we'll see what we find here. Areas like this, they are a little bit more, it's a little bit more common that they will have things that kind of snake around. So it could be that if I chose this path, it could snake back this way and be left. But we'll see what happens here. I'm gonna go with the obvious way first and see what we find. Okay, so we jutted off a little bit here. I think they're gonna meet back up. So we're gonna take this direction and see what we find. Yeah, so I think those would just connect. I think we might have, yep, found it here. Got lucky. Did find a way down. So again, just headed left down to the second level here. And the second level here is just a big open area with the chest in the middle. Alright. Got the amulet. And let's just take out these last couple guys. And head back to
The light can never be extinguished by evil.
Alright, so now that we got that, let's go ahead and throw this in the cube. And get this, put that there, so we have it ready for when we actually need it. And let's head over here. Kane says good job. We say thank you. And let's get rid of that. Poison res. I have more resistances than I need. Significantly more. No, actually not that much more. But we don't need this. I don't think. Yeah, we don't actually need that, though when we get to ladder difficulties, it could be nice to have. But good to go with that. Alright, so got that quest done. And so now we need to talk to Drogden and go down into the what is it called? The cellar, I think. So let's head over that way. Alright, so head down here. Talk to... Well, I guess we don't need to talk to him. Talk to Jaren. Head down into the first level here. So this is actually one of the areas that is pretty uncommon throughout the game, that it has a set layout. Aren't many places like this throughout the game that have set layouts. I'm not going to deal with backtracking. So essentially, I just kind of always head to the whatever this direction is. And we'll always have the stairs right here. Same thing on this next level here in the cellar. Just head this direction and we'll eventually find the stairs down. And the same thing on the second level. Pick up that shrine really quick, but again, just head in this direction and we will eventually find stairs down. We got all these enemies here first. Here we go. Alright. Stairs down. And the third level is just a bit different. The portal that we need to go through to get to the next area is kind of in the center here. So we just hop over this way and we should find it right here. Alright. Portal. Head over to the Arcane Sanctuary. Make sure to get this waypoint. Don't want to miss that. And again, this is kind of another area that has a set layout, though the way to the next area will always be in one of these 4 different locations. And unfortunately, there's no trick to knowing which direction you need to go. It's just RNG. You gotta pick a direction and hope you're right. So let's just head this way. There's no rhyme or reason to it. Just gonna head this way, see what we find. And if we're lucky, we don't get a 4th way. 4th ways are frustrating. But even if we do, it's not a huge deal. Get some XPs. Getting XP is never a bad thing. But we got an F rune there. Good. Always good to pick up runes. Get those in our stash when we need them. And we got another level up here. Might take a moment here just to throw some points in. And so going these 4 different directions, the layouts are all very similar, where they're kind of these like rectangles. There's 2 different paths you can go down for each of the ways, but they all kind of lead to the same place. Gonna pop over here. And what do we got? Did we pick well? I don't think we did. Oh, we did! Look at that, we got it our first try. I love it when that happens. Alright, so got the sorcerer or summoner here. Take that guy out really quick.
Rest in peace.
Pick up these items.
Soul.
Touch the journal. Head over to the what is it? Canyon of the Magi. Make sure to pick up that waypoint. You don't want to go through that area again. And we're actually going to run back to town here really quick. And we got a few points here. We did level up, so go ahead and do that here. Once we identify our items and sell some stuff. And trash, and 2 sockets. I mean, you could put more resistances on that, but ultimately we're not going to do anything with it. And we got an Eth rune. Go ahead and repair our stuff and Oh. I have 4 Ral runes. Well, that changes things. Do I have a Tal rune? I do have a Tal rune. Hey, hey. Here's what we can do, guys. Alright, so do that. Actually, no. Do that. Do that. And so I do have a mod active that makes upgrading easier. Except I'm dumb and I need to transmute these again. So they're like that and like that. So the mod that I have active makes it so that you only need 2 runes instead of 3 to upgrade. So we're going to upgrade that to an Ort rune. And we're going to get another Ral really quick. Ral, Ort, Tal. Ral, Ort, Tal. Let's take this guy. Ral, Ort, Tal. Ancient's Pledge. Look at that, guys. We got Ancient's Pledge. Easy peasy. Put that on. Now we have way too many resistances. Look at that. Alright, let's put some more points into our vitality there. I'm gonna put that there for right now. And let's put these guys back in our stash. And call that good. Yeah, looks like we got a double up here. There we go. Alright, so we got ourselves an Ancient's Pledge. Look at that. Look how good we look. And before I forget, throw a few more points into Fanaticism. Alright, let's head back out there. And actually, before we go, let's look at our quest log really quick, because that will tell us where we need to go. So we need to go down into Talrosh's tomb. So there's like what, 6 or 7? I think there's 7 different tombs to choose from, but only one of them is the correct one. And the little quest log here tells you which one you need to go down into. So we need to go into the circle, or the one with the circle on the outside, and that one is all the way over here, I believe. So let's head over this way and see if we can find it. And it should be right over here. So if you look on the outside of the tomb, on these little triangular pillars, it does have which tomb this is. So this is the circle, and we need the circle. So we're going into the circle one. Okay, so this area does have a little bit of a trick to it as to how you can navigate it. And for this one, you do want to go left. So let's just look at this area here. So this is actually, it's going to be one of the more difficult ones, because I think this is straight. I think. So these ones that always have like 3 different ways to go off of, it's kind of difficult to know which direction you need to go. I think this is the correct way. I think that's left. We'll find out though once we find the orifice. We will know if we were right or not right. But let's just make our way through here. This can be a rather large area, so we'll see if we can navigate our way through here easily enough. And so it looks like there is something over that way. See if we cut back around or not. Now, this does look like a dead end. And so we're gonna cut back over here. And this looks like it could be something. I'm just gonna pop right over there. See what we can find over here. Looks like you probably from the entrance here, probably cut over and cut up. Yeah, that's probably what happened. So again, this was left. Got in there really quick. So we just cut down this way again so we can see where the entrance is. So this is the entrance area, and this would be straight, this would be right, and this would be left. So this area right here is the left of the entrance. Even though it's not on the main path, it's still kind of cut over like that and came back up this way to the left. Let's pick up this belt here really quick. Put down a portal just in case. And let's go and fight Duriel. The one thing that you could do, bring up my mercenary here, is if your mercenary's poison resistance is pretty low, you could head back to town and get some, not poison resist, the other one, cold resist. Cold resist is low. You can head back to town and get some thawing potions for your mercenary. That'll boost up the cold res up to 75. But we aren't going to worry about it. We're just gonna go for it. And we should be able to take this guy down pretty quick. Okay. And we're gonna throw a potion at our mercenary. Let's keep him popped up. And we're just gonna keep whacking him. Not too difficult of a act boss. And there we go. That is Duriel. That is Act 2 down. No, not too bad, guys. Not too bad. Moving through here pretty quick. What are we? Level 24? That's about right. That's about what you should be. If you're playing on Players 8, that is. Alright, so we head back to town here. And we go and talk to Deckard Cain. The things I need. Curious. Do we find anything good? I highly doubt it. Life? I like life. Life is good. Get rid of that. And that's actually pretty good for our mercenary. It's ethereal, so I don't really want to use it myself. But why don't we throw that on our merc?
I'll put that to good
Help
use.
him out a little bit.
It is an honor to serve you.
Alright. So, now that we got Act 2 done here, got all the quests done, go over here, talk to Jaren,
You have
and here's a little trick. If you go down here, use a portal, it'll pop. Did that wrong. There we go. It'll pop you back up over here. It's a little bit faster to get over here to the sheaf. A little trick you can do. And you head east. Or not head east. Is it head east? I forgot what it is. Anyways, head here to Act 3.
Good day.
And got this guy here we can talk to. But we're probably going to end things here for today, actually. We are here in Act 3, and in the next video, we'll make our way through Act 3 and see what we can do there. But we are going to end things here for today, so if you like what you saw, go ahead and hit that like button. If you have any comments, questions, advice, feel free to leave those down in the comment section. And, gosh, I should have listened to this outro before I started the video. Anyways. Appreciate everybody being here. It's been fun going through and playing this game again and recording it and throwing it up on YouTube. But appreciate all the support. If you guys like what you saw, again, like, subscribe, comment, whatever. And I hope you guys all have a good rest of your day. We'll see you.